रिमझिम।
ओह गॉड, कहीं समीर ये हाथ का थापा ना देख ले। अगर उन्हें पता चल गया ना कि वो मेरे हाथ के निशान है तो वो बहुत गुस्सा करेंगे।
तो यहाँ से क्या करे, थापे मिट जाएंगे। चंचल चाची वैसे ही तुम पे शक करके बैठी हैं। प्लीज कभी भी इनके पास मत आना, ये हमारे लिए बहुत जरूरी है।
समीर की पत्नी नकली है, झूठी है उसकी बीवी।
Mr. Peeler, to my knowledge, is not here today, Judge. This is a matter that had been adjourned over from December 26th.
Right, on the next available date, and they didn't pay the second service. Would you like to take a default?
I would like to take a default. Thank you.
Raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, the defendant is currently in arrears to the plaintiff $6,100 in past due rent. Further, we have court costs of $205. We are requesting a default judgment of $6,305.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with a writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor. For purposes of some housekeeping, can I submit 3 proposed judgments? I don't have the triplicate form.
3.
Well, just for signature. If I just have one, is that?
I'm only going to sign one.
Perfect.
But if you sign one, we can make a copy for you.
Great, thank you.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sabrina Jackson.
All right. And where are we on this case?
Yes, this is a subsequent hearing on a non-payment of rent. We do show that currently there is $5,413 in past due rent, as well as court costs of $239.40 for a total due owing of $5,652.40.
And how are we going to get this paid?
Okay, so I'm looking for just a little bit of extension of time. I was able to pay January's rent in full. I was just furloughed from my job December 1st. I am currently working as a substitute teacher for Ann Arbor Public Schools, and we just got back from the 2-week Christmas break, so I wasn't being paid at that time. But I'm just asking for more time to resolve it into moving forward because I still want to stay current with February's rent as well.
Okay, have you called the attorney's office to try to work that through?
No, sir, I have not.
What?
I wasn't familiar if I could do it. I didn't know if I was allowed to talk with them and it was still in court proceedings.
I got you. I got you.
Mm.
So you paid, you said January rent? How
Yes.
much did you pay?
1,600.
Do you have that payment?
I do show that payment, Your Honor, yes.
Okay, that's why effectively the number didn't go up from December to January.
Correct, Your Honor.
Right, okay, got it. When's the next time you're able to make a payment?
With me being,
I know we don't pay our teachers a darn thing, so I get it, but
it has been difficult. So I just was furloughed from Spirit Airlines. I'm gonna get my vacation check on the 15th from the year for 2025 because I accumulated that vacation time. So I'm hoping to put an additional 600 with addition to February's rent and work down that balance moving forward if that was any way possible. But
So-
completely done by the end of February.
so everything would be, okay. All right, so here's what you're gonna need to do. I'm not gonna do that at this point. I'm gonna adjourn this out a couple weeks. I need you to call the plaintiff's attorney's office.
Okay.
Explain what your plan is, let them run it by their client to see if that can
Okay.
all work out.
So don't go directly to the leasing office, reach out to.
Well, you can reach out to the leasing office, but you're probably gonna have to run it through counsel,
Okay,
all right?
okay.
At some point, but that kind of process, okay?
Mhm.
And explain to them what you want to do. What you want to do sounds reasonable to me,
Okay.
certainly. Maybe it's just because I like teachers. But I don't know.
We appreciate it.
What school?
So I work for a staffing agency called EduStaff. So mostly I go to Carpenter Elementary a lot.
Right across the street here.
I love Carpenter. Mr.
Yes,
Johnson's great. The
it's
students
cool.
are great. Oh yeah, I love it there. And I do some Ypsilanti public schools as well because it's through a teaching agency. They just don't pay me as much, but I'm trying my best here.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna say anything about Ipsy Public School.
I love Ypsi as a city. As you can see, it's where I live. I love it so much. I just
Yeah.
moved out this way in 2024. That's why I'm really not familiar with what I should be doing at this
It
point.
is. All right, so And what grades do you teach?
Well, I go K through 12, but my sweet spot is fourth and fifth grade. That's when they really realize who they are as a person, and we can
Yeah,
really
but then
bounce
that's where
ideas.
you gotta you just gotta smack them down.
No,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So it'll be the 23rd, 2026 at 1 p.m.
23rd at 1 p.m.
1 p.m. But make those touch base with your leasing office, touch base with counsel's office
Got it.
with what your plan is to get yourself caught back up by the February.
I appreciate that so much.
All
Thank
right,
you, honey.
Take care.
Bye.
What's your name?
Sade Payne.
Okay. And how much is owing now?
Yes, I do show that there is currently a past due balance of $4,883 with court costs of $239.40 for a total due and owing of $5,122.40.
All right, so you made those payments and basically kept yourself level from December. It
Yes.
looks like. All right, how are you gonna get this paid off?
So I do have an appointment with Hawk on the 12th of this month, and then I'm also supposed to be meeting with Peace Neighborhood as well.
Okay, so you're meeting with Hawk and Peace.
Mhm.
When is the meeting with Peace?
They wanted to see what if I reached out to DHS. I did reach out to DHS, so I need to contact Peace Neighborhood Monday and let them know what's going on with that.
Okay, so here's the way I'm looking at this. When I look at this, there's 5122 that's owed.
Mhm.
For a SOS and Hawk to help you out, you're gonna have to come up with 212240.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out where would that happen for you?
Well, I am currently working. So just as I made the payments before, I'm
Right.
working on it, and I'm supposed to be starting a new job. So that's what I'm waiting for.
So you're trying to pay that now. So I guess the only way this would possibly work is if Peace Neighborhood Center covers the gap, whatever it is between what you owe and the 3. And then SOS covers you.
Well, Peace is, I thought that was SOS. So I'm,
No.
okay.
So hold on a second. Are you meeting with Hawk or?
Yeah, so Hawk, I have an appointment with them on the 12th.
Right, okay.
Uh-huh.
That's Hawk and SOS. That's basically gonna be the same thing.
Okay,
Peace is a different
Separate.
organization.
right. So that's why with Hawk, they said they'll cover up to the 3,000.
Right.
And so that's why with Peace Neighborhood, I spoke with them about the difference.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. So and that's kind of, we were saying the same thing. You're looking for Peace to cover that in between, plus you have payments and other things.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you this so we can see if we can work this out. And this would probably be over the objection of plaintiff, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do. How much can you pay between, say, now and the 23rd?
I'm not sure yet because honestly, I have I'm starting orientation for a new job on the 23rd, and I was off work for a week and a half because I fell and hurt myself.
On your current job?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, something's gonna need to be paid to the landlord if I'm gonna try to give this additional time for you to work that out between Peace and SOS.
Okay.
So how much do you think you can get paid to the landlord?
Between now and
Say the 22nd.
I know I could do at least 400.
At least 400. Basically, that's one check because you don't know what the other one's gonna be.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna take that because that's gonna put you around that 48 figure, which, knowing what Peace has done in the past, might actually work.
Okay.
They might be able to cover that and then get the other one. All right. So over the objection plan, I'm gonna adjourn it to the 23rd, 2026 at 1 p.m.
Is it possible for 3? Because I have, oh no.
I do it by counsel. So
Okay.
counsel here, she only wants to see me once a day, and that's too much. So, all right. So, I want you to pay that 400 by the 22nd.
Okay.
Okay. You've talked with Hawk already?
Mhm.
Okay,
That's who I have an appointment with. And this was the same as last time as well, because the
Right.
last time I spoke with you, they didn't have any appointments until the 12th. So
until the 12th. Okay, all right. So you got Hawk on the 12th. Or did, and then you got Peace Neighborhood Center and you're calling them on Monday.
yeah,
Okay, very good. Okay, thank you.
thank you.
If I may,
Yes, I'm sorry.
if she does get those commitment letters, there's a good chance it won't be paid in full by the 23rd, but if she's able to get the commitment letters and provide those to the property, we may be able to submit a dismissal or conditional dismissal in that regard.
Yeah,
So we would just
Okay.
to speak to property management if at all possible. You didn't even give me a chance to object, Your Honor.
I know, I gave it for you because I know how it was.
You did.
Sound like.
But we would
All right.
just speak to the property manager for that.
You got that? You
Yeah.
understand that? So if you get a commitment, if there are letters of commitment, get that to them. I think the one that's gonna be real important to try to get is the one from Peace Neighborhood Center. Because if they make that commitment, Hawk will follow through with
Okay.
the 3.
Okay,
Okay?
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Sutton.
Hello, what's your name?
Mary Blackman, you know me as Mary Gregory.
Okay. This is your motion to set aside the default. And okay, so you're saying you didn't get notice of this.
Right, and naturally, when it first began, they all came late. But
What all came late?
all the notices that I got, I didn't even realize I had to go to court.
Okay, all right, so let me ask you this. The judgment amount in December was taken for 1687.22, I think it is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
Are you saying you don't owe that money or?
not the full amount.
Oh,
I am on RIP management. My portion amount needed to be paid off that, and the water bill was connected to that. That's why I was like, I don't know what this is. What's going on?
Okay,
Your
I
Honor,
got you.
I believe she has
Yeah.
counsel, Ms. Henry, that's shaking her head right there.
Pardon?
I believe she has counsel, Ms. Henry,
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
and there is a
I'm sorry.
commitment letter in this regard as well.
Is
Yeah.
there did you file an appearance? That's okay. Go ahead, Miss Henry. What were you gonna tell me?
We've spoken to Ms. Blackman several times in regards to the balance and explain that the housing payment is completely separate from the utility bill or the utility charges.
Okay.
But I have a letter.
Oh, hold on. All right. And so the 16, so
I just asked, so,
I need you to state your name for the record.
yes,
please.
Madam Housing Bureau for Seniors. And yes,
Okay.
the commitment letter is for the up
Okay.
to January, so she'd be up to January. I did not include the $75 late fee that has now incurred. I'm wondering if they would be able to waive that, please.
The 75, when did the late fee go into place?
After the 5th, it goes into place,
After the 5th? When did the commitment letter get?
just this morning.
Just this morning? What do you guys want to do about the late fee?
Your
We're
Honor.
not
Otherwise, I'm gonna make the call.
we're not waiving the late fee.
And Your
Really?
Honor, we
So
would,
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set aside the judgment, send you through a trial. I'll reissue the judgment. It might be $75 short.
Okay.
I mean, she's a senior. Let's just get it paid, folks. Tell you what. Find $37.50. Somewhere.
For me?
Find
Yeah, we got some
$37.50.
here.
We already have-
I'm just gonna split that late fee.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit up here and go round and round about it. So
I
account
believe-
will be deducted $37.50. You pay the $37.50. They're gonna pay the money. She'll be zeroed out basically, and then she can keep moving on from there.
Thank you.
All right?
Because you do have my payment here, don't you, escrow?
So when is that going to come in, the commitment?
The
Does it say
commitment is in and the check will be early next week.
early
I
next
could have had it
week?
today. I'm just too busy.
All right, so that we don't lose track of this, I'm just gonna put this on the 23rd. And hopefully you got the check by then,
Yep.
and we can just get rid of this 2026 at 1 p.m.
Your Honor, may I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
All the notices from there are late. I didn't,
Well, that may not be there. Are you talking the court notices?
no, yeah, there's two that's attached to what they give us.
Are they sending them by mail?
I'm not for sure. I know.
Okay, I will say this. I don't think your landlord nor the court is in charge of the United States Postal Service.
Okay,
All right, and
Yeah.
so I realize there are delays in that.
okay,
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
all right,
Thank you.
thank you. I ain't gotta come back to it.
You don't want to come back and see me?
No.
That's my.
You
All right.
2004, Judge Simpson.
You got,
I-
you may have to come back on the 23rd, but hopefully everything will get paid by then.
Okay, nice to see you.
Good seeing
You
you.
remember who I am?
Pardon?
You remember who I am?
I do. I remember a
Thank
lot
you.
of people.
It's been 21 years.
21.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Lakestone Apartments versus Katrina Harris.
Attorney Samantha Springfield, when everyone appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
That kick to the groin. The officer says it happened. The defendant says otherwise. These tiny seconds of video will decide whether this stays obstruction or becomes assault on an officer.